GOCHUJANG Productions.
Yeah, that's me.
Don't tell my wife you said that. Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. I'm James, host of Rat Pack Productions' brand new show, Who's the Cook? In parenthesis, you are! Welcome to our show. Today, joining us is co-host Chef DeLorenzo. Chef, do you have a few words to share with us today?
Yes. Hello there. I am so happy to be
Stop
here.
talking, please. Okay, so now, I know a few of you Rat Pack familiars might know that this isn't actually my first time appearing on the channel. My debut was actually in the 2024 Raise video. Look at me in the background there, so cute. Yeah, well, you know, ever since then, I've been banned from the Raise for misconduct. There's a little bit of bad blood between me and the fellows, but hey, I think we have good vibes on the set today, and I hope we can make everything work out. So, now that we're all set to go, let's get to cooking, and... Oh, I feel a sharp headache suddenly. It's cooking time! Now you might be wondering, James, what's on the menu today? Well, it's actually my specialty dish, the best dish of all time, the thing. Now, why do I call it the thing? I don't really know what to call it. It's kind of like the classic Korean dish, jokeumbap, which is a rice ball, except it's kind of nothing like that at all. It's a rice patty, you know, you fry up the rice a little bit, and then you put this sweet, spicy gochujang sauce over it, and then an egg the top with little bits of garnishing. It's magnificent. It's a beauty. So now, let's get ready for that first step, the gochujang sauce. We're gonna need about 3 tablespoons of ketchup, 2 tablespoons of gochujang sauce, a 1/4 cup of honey, a 1/4 cup of sugar, 2 tablespoons soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of minced garlic, and 1 tablespoon of sesame oil. Alright, let's start by getting all these ingredients into the pot. Let's start with sesame oil. Yum yum. What a perfect amount. Garlic. I don't know minced garlic. I'm just gonna put garlic powder in it. I don't care. Is that the proper amount? I don't know. Soy sauce. Now this gochujang paste is what makes or breaks the dish. Not that it's complicated to put in, but goddamn does it provide a wonderful flavor for it. We're gonna go ahead and get approximately 2, maybe 2.5 tablespoons. It adds a nice spicy flavor to the dish, so if you're not a big fan of spice, then maybe don't eat this. 3 tablespoons of ketchup. Looking beautiful. Looking like a mush right now. It's all about the end result, and maybe a little bit about the journey, but sometimes the journey can be mucky, and that's okay. Well, that's not, oh, that did come out already. Beautiful. I don't know my true strength sometimes. Now, for the sugar, a 1/4 cup, and last but not least, the honey. Now folks, I got a real special technique with the honey, and you might notice as I start to drizzle it into the cup that it's very slow. It's incredibly slow. It's not filling that up nearly fast enough. Hold on, I'm gonna squeeze harder. It's so goddamn slow. And we need a full 1/4 cup of that. So trying your hardest is one of the strongest attributes of cooking. Because trying your hardest means, you know, you'll get through things you might think you can't, even in the hardest of times. And then eventually you have to, after having tried your hardest, just absolutely give up. And then just like free ball it a little bit, like drizzle some of the cup into there, and then drizzle some of the honey itself, like from right out of the big bear. Otherwise it's never gonna get out. Like you're never gonna get the right amount of honey. So probably just give up on the honey altogether. Don't do that, but you know, just let the action work itself. Oh, isn't that pretty? Oh, isn't that nice? that's enough, because I say it is, and I don't know if that's the right amount, but hey, it's not your dish, it's my dish, so I just put the honey in the sink. Anyway, time to put it on the stove to start cooking. Voila. Now, this is gonna take a little bit of time to start heating up. We're gonna let it simmer and sizzle. Eventually, it'll all come together to form a nice sauce. But while we're doing that, I recommend you go forward with our next step, which is the rice. I recommend you get a cup of minute rice, just like this. Put it in the microwave and just let it go. It's easy as pie, easy as 1, 2, 3. Coming back to the gochujang sauce real quick, I think one of the benefits of it is that while this is a little bit difficult to make, while we're using up a whole pot to make this, it makes 3 servings worth. So while you might use a little bit of this gochujang sauce, you can save 2 more servings worth for next time. Just pop it in the fridge in a little container and then bam, zap it in the microwave. It'll be a-okay. All right, so now our only enemy is the time, but we're coming up on the clock with that rice, so let's get looking at it. All right, now that the rice is done, we're gonna open it up. Oh man, that looks like rice. Then we're gonna grab one of our patented cups. Oh yeah, that gochujang sauce is still gone, but we're focused on the rice. And then we're going to, using this cup, press into the minute rice capsule. Now, you might notice that looks like it did absolutely nothing. Well, I have a very good reason for it. And in order to do that, we're gonna have to travel back in time. All right, so this is actually the fun part of the recipe where we, get a little interactive with it. Some people might compare it to, a video game or something. It's actually because I forgot the right ingredient. All right, so let's keep going. Option 1, if you want to do it the quick, easy way, all you gotta do is do what I was doing before. Get the minute rice cup, press down the cup into it, place it in the freezer. Only problem is you need this guy. This guy is sticky rice, specifically. If you do it with any of the other kinds, it's not gonna go well. That's why that one is completely fucked up. Option 2, just use actual rice. It takes a little bit longer. It's probably gonna be a little bit inconvenient, but it's rice, it tastes good. Just do it. It's gonna taste better. Come on, guys. This is probably day-old rice now, so we're gonna pop it in the microwave. It doesn't really matter if you have day-old rice or if you have fresh rice, or it might matter. I don't really know. I don't really care. I'm not here to tell you what to do. One thing I would say about cooking improperly, I was watching this Binging with Babish video back in the day, and I was following along. I was making the recipe, and then suddenly he goes, "Yeah, don't do any of that. Just do it this other way." And I was pissed off. He tricked me. You need to watch the whole video, and if you started doing what I did just now without watching the whole video, that's your fault.
Well, I think it was clearly clickbait to get you to watch more of his video and get him more viewing time.
You should feel bad for not watching the whole Binging with Babish video. Or not all of my video, neither. Why would you, show the wrong way to do the recipe in the video? I don't understand. I lost, 15 bucks worth of ingredients, Binging with Babish. Venmo me.
You were making it for the first time? Wow, so you were making
Yes, I was watching the video and I was making it, and I was like, this is gonna turn out correctly. I want my money back. Babish, wherever you are, I'm sure you're living in a mansion right now. Those bloodles, they didn't work, and it's ridiculous. Hey, now we're done. And now, it's time for the rice to be done. So now when we've got that, what we're gonna do, we're gonna add a little bit of rice vinegar seasoning. 1.5 tablespoons of rice vinegar itself, 2 tablespoons of sugar in there, and then a teaspoon of salt. I'm very indifferent, as a chef. You could make something completely different than the recipe I'm making right now, and honestly, that's fine. I don't really care. You're just gonna make the bad version of it. You don't wanna make the bad version, do you? That was on purpose. All right, now that we got that mixed in, we're gonna get to the freezing part. Usually, I would recommend doing this with baking sheets, because those are more uniform than these are with these little indents. I planned this a day ago. We're just gonna pummel that in. Let's press it down just to see how much there is in there before I add the last little bit. That last little bit might not be necessary. Maybe you can snack on it a little bit. Ooh, you ever think of that? Babish? You ever think I could snack on some of your dish before it goes to waste? We're gonna press that in real good. We're gonna layer that with just some other things, trying to stack it down. We got the, we got the vegan hot dogs. Good enough for me. I'll see you guys in an hour once this is done, all right? Now, we're gonna start up 2 more of our items, the egg and the leftover rice from earlier. Voila. Gonna have to loosen it up a little bit. I hope this goes well, or else I'm gonna be very sad. That smoke is intentional. That's supposed to happen, actually. Fun fact, in my book, all good chefs smoke up their kitchen space. It's for the best. Genuinely, what the fuck is going on? Why are you doing that? Gonna add a little bit of butter to this first pan. Fuck. Shit. You know, all good chefs set up the fire alarm. You can't question me because you're not a chef. Are you wearing a costume? Are you wearing a costume? Chef, hey, Chef Lorenzo? I thought you had my side on this. I don't know how this happened. Dude, I didn't break the screen door. It wasn't that much smoke. I didn't do anything. Wow. Alright, so nothing just happened. Let's check back in on our sauce. Nothing's changed with it. Oh, we can turn that down like a lot. I don't know why I turned it up that much. That's probably a little bit dumb of me. That's a good tip for this dish is make sure your sauce is at a pretty good temperature. You don't need it to be like boiling all the time. You're gonna hear that sizzle going on. That's a good thing. It's crisping up or something. That's heated up quite a bit. So I'm also gonna pop on a little bit of butter into here so that we can get our egg going. Keep stirring that sauce, y'all. All right, egg time. Oh, you know what's funny? I never turned the heat on for the egg. So actually it's not egg time. Let's keep that sauce stirring. Let's flip it, see what kind of rind we got on the other side. That's a little bit crisped up. You know, it could be a little bit better. It's also hard, you know, we got the like indents or whatever, so the sides aren't gonna be that great. But as long as it's firm and as long as it's done, that's what we're looking for. Watch this, a perfect egg crack. Oh my God. Oh, what a beautiful occurrence. Life is mysterious in many ways, and our mysterious occurrence today is we have twins. How beautiful. It'll make this dish all the more plentiful. Be sure, however, to season those eggs as we turn the heat down to medium. Pepper, black pepper, you can get a little bit of that going too. That fell on the floor. Don't pan down to the floor. So now that we got both the eggs in the sauce at a pretty good point, we're gonna add one of my special ingredients, lao gan ma, onto the eggs. Oh, how beautiful. And also, the flakes themselves, we're gonna trickle into the sauce. Let's check back in on that rice. How's the crisp going? Oh, that's not beautiful, but fabulous in its own sense. But we put that in the freezer for a little bit of time, so what if the center is a little bit cool? Well, I got a trick for you. Let's put a little bit of water in here, just a little bit, and we're gonna steam that bad boy up. Now, some other keen-eyed viewers might ask, oh, James, what does that do? I don't know. It just makes me feel better about it. That egg's looking pretty good, so we're gonna turn the heat off on it. Still keep the heat going on this sauce, but just a little bit, Hey, get that money shot. The sauce is, hey, sauce is important. Okay, don't let that sauce be cooling, but don't let it be boiling. You know what I say. Come on. Put the log on the sink. So it's about time to plate this up now. Let's bring it on over to our beautiful plate. Bam. Then we got some QP mayo. Sprinkle that atop. Really gotta make those V's. That's important. You know how geometry affects the soul. V's, we're gonna get these furikake flakes ready and just drizzle that sauce down. Here goes the furikake. And last but not least, the egg, of which I won't break the yolk, I swear. Come on. I didn't break the yolk. You look at that and you tell me that doesn't look like a 10 out of 10 fucking Michelin star dish. Look at that. Beautiful. And you know what? This dish may be about me, but it's not just about me. It's about all of our friends and family out there. It's about community. It's about love. And you know what, viewer? I love you. So thanks for coming on this journey with me. I appreciate it.
Get it over with.
Okay, it's just a little. It's a little harsh.
Oh,
You don't need to be-
I'm feeling
You don't need to be
rusty. Fuck you,
rude.
dude.
It's good. I made it
fucking
good. It's
atrocious.
my first dish on the
Fuck you.
show. That's genuinely so fucking good.